Tonight, massive layoffs. 12,000 people losing jobs at Google's parent company, Alphabet. Just the latest tech company to slash its workforce. Cuts are now sweeping the industry. Microsoft this week saying it would lay off 10,000. Amazon shedding as many as 18,000. And Facebook parent Meta cutting 11,000, 13% of its workforce. Twitter, Salesforce, and Wayfair also eliminating jobs. The tech sector losing more than 70,000 in the past year.
Hey guys, how's it going? So if you saw the title of this video, you know what it's about. As you've seen in the news, there's been a ton of tech layoffs. Layoffs at Meta, layoffs at Amazon, recently layoffs at Google. I've also been impacted and affected by the recent layoffs at Google. And in this video, I just want to share my thoughts, a little bit of my experience, and then 3 things I'm doing to move on to what's next. So it's been almost 2 years since I left my position at Cisco as a select account manager to move over to Google. When making that move, I knew I was taking a risk, as with any career decision, and this was no different. With that risk, there's always a chance that it might not work out. In this specific case, it didn't work out. But the reason why I'm making this video is because I really want to talk about how to bounce back from current setbacks in your career and really what I'm doing next. So I'm going to talk about 3 things I'm doing to move forward to my next opportunity or next gig. Step 1 is just updating your resume and your LinkedIn profile. Really taking stock of everything that you've done for the company that you were recently at, your successes, your numbers, making sure that you document that. Also being able to share the impact that you had, programs you created, year-over-year growth, right? I'm in sales, so things or metrics that are typically important to an employer are going to be around what my numbers were in the territory that I was given, with the partners and the ecosystem that's in the territory. And then on top of that, as I'm updating my resume, I'm also thinking in terms of being able to tell stories about some of the large deals that I created, that I executed and closed. You need to be able to convey to the interviewer what makes you special, what you bring to the table, and how you can help them accomplish their goals. All right, so second point, this one is a big one, especially for those that are younger in their careers. Spend some time figuring out what you want to do next and what you're going to be passionate about selling or offering. And the reason why is if you're going to do a job well, you need to have some sort of passion, curiosity, and you need to be excited about what you're doing because you got to do it every day. Don't just take the first opportunity that's presented to you. Take some time, think about what you'd be excited about talking to customers and clients about. Spend some time talking to your friends in your network. Maybe even ask your young friends to reach outside of their network to some people that work at those companies. Also reach out to recruiters and just have a conversation. When going through this process, it's kind of twofold, right? Yes, you're talking to a recruiter about a potential job opportunity, but what you're also doing is you're also qualifying to see if they deserve you and your skill set and what you bring to the table. Some of the mistakes I've seen are when people in my network have taken on positions where they're not really passionate or they don't care at all about the company or the product, or they don't even like the product. It makes it hard to show up every day, talk to customers with a smile on your face, and bring that energy that it really takes to really sell something. That's what I'm doing now. I'm calling all my friends. I've reached out to my network and I'm just having conversations. Hey, how do you like working at X company? What is the experience like? What is your day-to-day? The product or service that you're selling, how do customers react to it? How did you end up doing in the territory? What are some of the gotchas? What don't you like? You just continue to ask those questions to make sure that if you go through an interview process and you end up accepting the job, that you're excited about the new job, the new interview, the new opportunity. Hey guys, if you like the content you're watching, there is a Patreon that you could subscribe to where you get more exclusive content. I will share my journey of how I've made money in sales, things I'm investing in, some of the pitfalls that I've made as relates to investing in my career. I'll be sharing those with you so that you can totally avoid those too. So if that's something you're interested in, you can click the link below in this video and sign up for the Patreon. Point number 3, make sure that you reach out to your network. I've been guilty of this in the past, trying to do everything on my own for whatever reason. As I'm over 20 years in my career at this point, one of the biggest things that I've realized is you have people in your network that are willing to help. Definitely don't feel embarrassed and reach out. So let them know that you've been affected. And then also ask them, once you figure out the first 2 points, where you want to work, or we kind of have an idea of where you want to work and you have your stories and how you can help create impact for the companies companies that you're pursuing or targeting, then at that point, you can reach out to your network, let them know your situation, and then ask them, who can they put you in contact with as it relates to those companies that you're taking a look at. I would say the mistake that some people make is feeling embarrassed and not wanting to say, hey, like they're in a position where they actually need help. But that's what your network's really there for. It's going to make the process easier. Having a warm intro to a company is 100 times better than just cold calling or cold emailing or going around that route alone. So I hope some of that information was helpful. On this channel, we talk a lot about finances, and I want to spend more time talking about the career aspect of it because that's what gives you the money or the resources to actually invest and make other decisions that can move your life forward. The reason why I'm able to invest and do other ventures is mainly because I've had a good career and I continue to manage my career as it's still my current main stream of income. So if this type of content was helpful to you, make sure you like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments, right? Have you been impacted by the current tech layoffs? What are you doing about it? Are you currently in the process of interviewing, and was some of this information helpful for you? I will see you guys in the next video.